Mor, are you injured?
No, Your Highness. I beg your forgiveness.
It's unlike you to fall prey to an ambush from monsters. Mor, what troubles you?
The responsibility of our defeat weighs on me.
Defeat? What is it you speak of? The battle has only just begun, has it not? You may be able to read the stars, but that does not mean you can bend the world to your will, after all.
My sister Ramada stood in command at the helm on an Ovis ship.
Oh, I did not know. Does your Ramada also read the stars?
She does. This comes not from a place of conceit, but I am vastly superior to her in reading the stars. Suppose that I hear 8 parts of what the stars say. My sister only hears but 2 parts.
Perhaps the 2 parts she hears are the ones that do not reach your ears.
Yes. It is shameful to concede, but today's events led me to that very conclusion. However, this shall not be repeated.
You have no qualms with spilling the blood of your sister?
I bear no sympathy toward Ramada, for we exchanged our farewells long ago.
I see.
King Oberon, that contraption.
A gift by the grace of King Jaden. A siege weapon used in the capture of Lycaros Castle.
They mean to use this siege cannon?
Yes. They will have it mounted on our ship. I take it you are as surprised as I am. This is King Jaden's brilliance. His methods are his own, imitable by none. When we assault Ovis Castle with this, the enemy will surely be wiped out within moments.
King Oberon.
What is it?
Is Princess Lucielle truly our foe? If we attack with such a tool of destruction, Princess Lucielle will undoubtedly be harmed. Does that truly sit well with you?
We can do naught but obey. This is how King Jaden wishes it to be.
As it stands, Rundal will eradicate Ovis with the merest of effort and grow to become even stronger. Yet, it was once supposed to be marching the road to ruin. Which course must I chart?
If it isn't more.
Gernsback and Resnick.
Well fought on the water. It must have been unfamiliar for you.
It was nothing.
Lamenting the fact you were unable to sink the last of their ships, perhaps?
Not exactly. Jaden has brought out an enormous siege cannon. It would seem he intends to mount it upon their ship and lay waste to Ovis Castle.
What?
Such a weapon would reduce the castle to dust and rubble.
Heedless of this, King Oberon seems intent in his obedience to Jaden.
When is their next assault?
It is yet to be decided.
Can you buy us some time?
Time?
Indeed. The truth of it is,
You have ushered Garvel of the Arms Dealers Guild to Ovis?
It is the only way we can save Princess Lucielle.
more. What say the stars?
More.
The stars hushed their voices.
What does that mean?
The future is veiled behind a thick darkness.
Which means matters may yet move in an unexpected direction.
An unexpected direction? What is there that we have not envisaged that could possibly occur?
Who knows? I too am unable to surmise what it could be.
The most likely outcome is that Garvel claims the ring as his own and declares war on the Great Houses.
Yes. I also suspect that to be the most likely of possibilities.
All that remains is the timing in which King Oberon reclaims his senses.
King Oberon needs only to give the order, and we shall surge forth and scatter the forces of Rundal with ease.
Wow, look at that. Not bad for a princess.
You would do well not to underestimate the blood of Hyndler. This is merely a taste of what I have been trained in since my earliest of memories. However, it is not too late to talk.
Talk, you say?
Goga seeks to sever the bond that connects the nations of Hyndler and Rundal. To that end, you tried to capture me in order to manipulate my brother Oberon. Do not try to claim otherwise.
We aren't picky in our methods. Simply killing you would be enough to create a chasm between Hyndler and Rundal.
I've heard that Goga destroyed the village of Saiga, which can only mean Goga next aspires to become a nation of its own. The biggest obstacle in this endeavor will be Hyndler and Rundal.
I have nothing to add to that.
Alas, you are grandly mistaken.
Oh, how so?
There is no alliance between Hyndler and Rundal. If anything, we wish to eliminate Jaden and see Rundal meet with ruin.
Are you sure you should be uttering such things? If those words were to reach Jaden's ears.
If you'd like to tell him, be my guest. I won't stop you. I have a proposition.
Of what kind?
Why don't we join forces?
Hyndler and Goga?
I won't bore you with talk of finding allies in the foe of one's foe. But if it guarantees Jaden's demise, I shall turn down the aid of none. Allow me to remind you that Revelka and I could dispose of you with ease should we feel so inclined.
I told you to watch your mouth.
Enough, Mia.
Excuse me?
There is nothing grandiose in her words. What exactly do you have in mind?
Mia and Nivlu. I'll have you both accompany me.
By accompany, you mean at your wedding procession?
Exactly. You will be my personal guards.
It is true, neither Mia's face nor my own is known in Rundal.
If you have no objections, then it is settled.
King Jaden!
I smell blood. Get off your chocobos. We proceed on foot from here.
Yes, Your Highness.
These are Heindler men. Still warm. And these wheel tracks. These soldiers were waylaid.
If something has happened to Lady Alea's carriage... Your Highness?
I know you still lurk in the shadows. Why don't you show yourselves? You're from Goga.
Indeed.
What have you done with Alea?
We know not of what you speak.
In that case, I don't need to hold back with you wretches. Allow me to remind you of whom it is you cross. What have you done with Alea?
I told you, we know not.
You... Damn it. He did himself in. Onward to the castle then, I guess.
It seems the rumors are correct.
It most certainly does. Gernsback of Heindler said that Garvel would make for Ovis Castle.
It will be problematic if Garvel acquires the ring.
True, but even with the ring in hand, there's little he can do on his own.
Then how do we proceed?
He took from me the Arms Dealers Guild I built with my very own sweat and blood. This is the perfect chance to get it back, but it won't be an easy task.
If it were not for Garvel, the guild would surely fall in line.
We didn't see his sister Velna leave with him.
Now that you speak of it,
he must have left her at the guild. She's his precious little sister. We should assume he's taken measures to make sure she's protected. We're doing this, but it's not going to transpire in the way Gernsback expects it to.
What do you mean?
We'll take Velna hostage and bargain her for the ring once Garvel has his grubby mitts on it.
I see. With that, you can create an even greater Arms Dealers Guild.
It's time.
Hold, Engelbert.
What would you have me do now? We stand caught between a most severe pincer attack from the Wazet army to our front and the bombardments from their ship behind us on the Great River. Solidus was to smash through the enemy line and carve a path beyond cannon range, yet you...
Chose to pull back? Yes. It is the very reason we have suffered minimal casualties. Even in hindsight now, I still believe it to be a wise decision.
Do you truly?
Say what you mean.
The wolves of Wazet steadily prepare for battle as we speak. Do you not understand? With every passing moment, our fates grow all the more dire.
Darling, calm down.
That's right, Commander. Just take a deep breath and...
You two be silent!
How do you expect us to do that? This is the very stubbornness that got King Rob hurt. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
No, Frederica. There's no need for you to apologize. Come, Commander. Just calm yourself for a moment. Our priority as Horn's 1st Division is the rescue of Schützelt, is it not? As such, we ought to consider how to achieve that with certainty and the utmost of safety. Am I wrong in my belief?
No, you were anything but that. It is the truth you speak. My apologies.
We understand how you feel. Painfully well, in fact.
I never knew you could be so adorable when you reflect on yourself, darling. But you aren't wrong in that time continues to slip away from us.
Adelard, do you have any ideas?
If only we had a means to balance the difference in military might.
Reinforcements will come.
The agreed time of that is long since passed.
Darling!
I want to have faith, I do. Alas.
Will our reinforcements truly come?
Do you not have any faith in your queen?
Perhaps we were getting ahead of ourselves. By dividing in two with the hopes of regrouping in Wazet.
Wait. Can you not hear that? I hear it clearly. The sound of King Moth's boots on the snow.
What?
They're here!
Lady Macherie.
Is that Glaciella?
They certainly took their time. However, with this,
The difference in military might.
Indeed, the difference now stands thoroughly balanced.
Alaya, younger sister to Oberon, now betrothed to Jaden. Despite the wars that rage, she travels to Rundal for her wedding procession. But it is Goga that awaits her. Alaya persuades the shinobi to ally with her, and together they head for Rundal. Her plan, to use the shinobi from Goga to assassinate Jaden. Meanwhile, in a distant, frozen land, Mont regroups with Engelbert and the others who await his arrival. By his side stands Macherie and Glaciella. With battles soon to come, the forces on both sides grow closer in might.
Wait, where is it you go?
Oh, my apologies. It seems I've woken you. Pay me no heed. I was simply thinking of getting some fresh air.
Do not play the fool. Horn and Wazette. Is war truly brewing between them?
It's not hard to imagine Kuri would see an alliance between Leonis and Horn as quite the betrayal.
What? Need I remind you who it was that put Leonis and the Sanctum on the scales to measure their own miserable gain?
You're lucky this is a dungeon. If those words were to reach Kuri's ears...
I suppose he would never admit his own wrongdoings.
He brands those who defy him as traitors and executes them for their crimes. That is the way of things here. You could even say it is the very history of Wazette. Perhaps I should tell you of the world beyond your cell. Moraga is no more, and Fennis stands divided.
Divided? Have they taken new sides?
Oldoa has hailed to Leonis, but that matters not. The bigger issue is likely the fact Wazette has opened its gates to Melnia and Renel.
Melnia and Renel. I cannot say I know these names.
Oh, you're unfamiliar with them. Quite the vexing pair, I assure you. Life in Saiga didn't work out for Melnia, so she followed her desires beyond the village.
Surely there would be naught for the alliance of Horn and Leonis to fear.
Outsiders such as yourself know nothing of what Kuri has up his sleeve.
A last resort, I assume.
Indeed. Whatever it is, he rushes to have it prepared. I was expecting him to save it for Rundal, mind you. But the prideful Kuri has deemed the united armies of Horn and Leonis to be a threat. Which can only mean that the young lion you put your life on the line to help escape is made of the right metal. Alas for me, time is now of the essence.
Do you mean to say you will aid us?
Sadly, I don't think I will be taking sides in this affair.
Then your goal is Kuri and nothing else. Even if Horn and Leonis must be a pawn to that end.
Exactly.
What is it that drives you so?
Kuri murdered my father. He was once a strategist under Kuri. At the time, Kuri had sired children to women other than his queen, and the resulting conflict over royal succession left Wazet in a state of chaos. Fearing for the future of the nation, my father offered his advice. He suggested announcing to the people that Glaciella, the most skilled of his children in warfare, was to be his successor. Not only did Kuri have no mind to listen, he raged at the notion of having his methods questioned, and executed my father for what he deemed treason.
Unfathomable.
That is life under Kuri.
And what became of the royal succession?
Kuri pit his heirs against each other. He declared that it would be the survivor who succeeds him.
And that survivor was Glaciella.
Correct. The very same Glaciella my father advised in favor of. To what end was my father killed? Overcome with grief, I suppose, my mother voiced her discontent to Kuri. I tried to stop her, alas.
Your mother met the same end.
Not only her, but my older sister as well.
But you were spared that fate.
You do not possibly think that Kuri's wretched heart knows mercy, do you? Do you know the reason I lived?
No.
I licked his boots. No, I performed even more unsavory acts than that. Not only for myself, but for my younger sister as well.
So that is your story.
Once Kuri had been defeated, I intended to see my childhood friend Glaciella take the throne, and give my support as her strategist. I dreamed of this with my younger sister by my side, however.
In order to realize your revenge now,
I no longer feel even a slither of hope for the future of Wazet. Nor do I longer care for the happiness of its people. At least, that was my sentiment up until a time most recent. I cannot risk freeing you from your imprisonment at this time. I wish you well, Lord Shutzelt.
Wait! You cannot mean to!